Alright, so let's make some of Granny Clary's biscuits. First thing I'm going to do is get my pan. I'm putting a little olive oil in, and I'm just coating the pan with olive oil. She taught me how to make these biscuits, and when I made them the first time that my dad ate them, he said they taste just like his mommy's. So I can remember eating my mom's biscuits, but she never taught me how to make them. I was too small. So these are Granny's biscuits. All right, once I get this coated, I'll show you what the next step is. Super simple. I don't measure, which is not a good thing, but neither did Granny. So we do it the way Granny did it. So I'm going to take my flour, just self-rising flour, and I'm putting about this cup. I'm using about, well, three and a half of these cups, and then in one bowl for this, and then I'm going to take a separate bowl and I'm going to put some in so that I can pat them out and put them over into the pan. So let me show you. So the ingredients are really simple. Got my flour. The only thing I'm going to mix in this flour is buttermilk. So I'm going to mix it, and I'll show you the consistency that I'll have. Again, I don't measure. Granny just to get in there and feel it and see it, and you'll know what it looks like. So let me show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to add a little more. I'm just going a little at a time until I get it all mixed in here, all the flour mixed in. And I'll, just going by looks of what it's supposed to look like when it's the right consistency. You don't want it runny, but you want it mixed up well. You want it to be just a little tiny bit more. Look at that. A little tad bit. Just a little bit at a time until you get it where you want it. So this is about right here. So that's all I need. Literally all you need. So I have this dish that has flour in it. And I'm going to take it from here, and I'm going to put a spoonful of it in here and mix it. And kind of pat it with my hands. So I'll try to show that. So there's my little spoonful. So I'm going to try to cover it up with flour. While I kind of fold it over, move it around a little bit. You see, just kind of make it into little shape here. And I'm gonna put it over into the pan. See? All right, so we have gotten a full pan of 12 biscuits. You might want to add another cup of flour when you're first doing that, because I had to go back and mix up a little bit more to make 2 more biscuits to make my pan full. So, and I forgot to tell you that I did preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And now I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to take pour it into a spoon. And then I'm going to drizzle it over the biscuits, and I'm just kind of going to smooth it out with the back part of my spoon. And I'll just take the olive oil and just make sure they're all covered real good. I'll try to let you see that. want all the tops of them covered really good with olive oil so they'll brown nice and pretty, and they're going to rise and fill this pan and they'll be nice and brown, and you just let them get as kind of golden brown or as dark or light as you like them. You know, it's a preference. And these are what I call Granny Clary's biscuits. Of course, they're tweaked a little bit to my making. Someone else may make them different of the family and say, you know, hey, that's the way Granny made them, but this is the way that she showed me, and this is how I do them. So now I have a covered pan with olive oil, and I'm going to put them in the oven, and don't know how long it's going to be. I didn't time it. I know it's bad, but that's how it is. And I just watch them. So while I'm making other things, I'm fixing breakfast today for, well, supper maybe. But while I'm doing that, I will be watching on my biscuits. Show you when they get out. When I get the pan out, I'll show you what they look like. So my hopes is with the video that one day, you know, that my kids will say, hey, how did Mom make those biscuits? I'd love to see how she did them. Or, like I said, I don't measure, so it's hard to write it down. You know, flour and buttermilk and olive oil and whatever. But I figure seeing it is better, and that way you know firsthand how to do it. I'll show it to you when it comes out of the oven.